Hello, everyone. This is Amin Parker. Today's date is June the 16th, 2023. And the Nintendo Switch is getting very close to breaking the record as far as most sold video game consoles in Japan. As you know, I follow Japanese sales. I've been doing this ever since the beginning of tracking, of Japanese sales tracking, ever since it started, sometime in the early 2000s, maybe a little bit before that, but I've been following this, and this is a very impressive situation Nintendo finds themselves in. Currently, the Nintendo DS is the highest video game device sold, the highest selling video game device sold in Japan at 32 million consoles sold. The Nintendo Switch is currently at 29 million. Both systems is from Nintendo, not that other company with the letter S as its beginning initial. And I'm not talking about Sega. Nintendo owns and holds the top spots as far as systems sold. Also, the Game Boy is at 32 million, but it's just a little teeny bit less than the DS, which is at 32.5. Anyway, as you can see on this chart, anytime now, sometime this year, that red line, which is the Switch, is going to cross that white line that's on top. That white line is the Nintendo DS. It's only a matter of time. If you look at this particular chart, you can see for yourself how far away the Switch is. On the far end, we have the section called difference. The Nintendo Switch is about 3,000,085 units away from where the Nintendo DS is as of today. As of today, the DS would have been at 32.564. So earlier this week, the Switch sold 100,004 units, as you can see on the weekly side where the Nintendo Switch is. If you look down below, it says weekly and then it says LTD. Switch sold 104,000 units, bringing its total to 29.478 units. It looks as if weekly the Switch is selling, we will say maybe around 90,000 if we do a little rounding here. About 90,000 weekly, which is way more than the competition in Japan. Now, here's the ultimate question. When do you think, ladies and gentlemen, Nintendo fans, when do you think the Switch will finally surpass the Nintendo DS in Japan? Do you think it's going to be this year? Do you think it's going to be next year? Which month? I'm going on record in this video as stating that I believe it will surpass the DS sometime in December of this year. Sometime in December. Now, we all know it all depends on when the Nintendo Direct is going to be announced and when we will see the Direct and what games is going to be in the Nintendo Direct, which is going to determine a whole lot of things here. It's going to determine how fast the Switch outsells the Nintendo DS. I'm still hoping for Metroid Prime Part 4 to come out this year. I'm still hoping for Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition to come out this year. I think it will be wise if they can bring over ports from The Wind Waker, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Bring those ports over from the Wii U and bring them on to the Nintendo Switch. And then I strongly believe with a port of F-Zero GX, bring Baten Kaitos collection sometime this summer. And then that's all a recipe for success. Even though there's a lot of ports in there, that's fine. That is all a recipe for success. This is Amin Parker. Until next time.